So as I've mentioned, Toyota is the industry standard, the gold standard, and their basic approach is broken up in this pyramid where they think about long-term thinking. So many companies get trapped into, and healthcare organizations get trapped into trying to solve problems in the short term and look at short-term results. But in the Toyota way, in the Toyota production system, and the lean way of thinking, we have to think long-term about everything. And then we think about everything as a process. And when we look at value stream mapping and process mapping in the next week or two, we'll see that part of that is to, first of all, map out the existing process and then look for the 7 or 8 standard wastes that exist in every organization. And then evolving from that is this idea of respect for humanity. And respect for humanity means respect for our suppliers, our customers, our employees, and each other. And part of respect is not just to mean that I'm nice or deferential to others, but it also means that I challenge them, I give them the opportunity to grow, and I recognize them for their talents and contributions. And then is the idea of continuous improvement and learning, that organizations become learning organizations, that they're focused on allowing people to share when problems exist, and then using problems as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And so, but the main issue here is that we're gonna learn a technique for problem solving, right? So we'll ask the question why 5 times to get to the root cause of a problem. And then we'll use problems as an opportunity to continue to learn and to continue to improve our operations. So as you can see, the Toyota system is really, takes a lot of its approaches from Shingo. So they're very closely related. So the other thing that we see in Toyota, Lean, Shingo is this idea of plan, do, study, act cycle, PDSA cycle. Okay, so I plan a change to improve a process, I implement the change, and then I review it to see how it went. And then I either adopt the change, abandon the change, or continue to revise the change by going through the same PDSA cycle. So there are 4 major goals in the Toyota production system. The 4 goals are to provide high quality products and service. The second is to develop each employee's potential based on mutual respect, trust, and cooperation. And then we want to focus on cost reduction through the elimination of waste. And the reason we want to eliminate waste, and we eliminate waste from the customer's perspective, is that we want to eliminate anything that doesn't add value to the customer, because we want to provide the highest quality product at the lowest possible cost. And so when we look at the US healthcare system, we know there's many, many opportunities to eliminate waste. And then we want standard processes for everything. So we want to standardize our production processes, and in healthcare operation, we want to standardize every process that we have. So that usually involves a checklist, and that usually involves having one way to do each and everything that we do. So when we look at the House of Toyota, we really think about it being built on 2 foundations: respect for people and continuous improvement. And so you can read through what the respect for people means, both here in the slides and in the readings I posted in the week 2 folders. And continuous improvement is this idea that we're going to share problems, not going to run away from them. We're going to challenge people to come up with ways to make things better. And we're going to focus on continually improving our operations as we move towards our elusive goal of perfection. So in Toyota, the term expose the rocks is often talked about, which means that we want to expose where there are problems. So unfortunately, in many US operations, particularly in US healthcare, when we have a problem, we have workarounds, or we try to cover it up, or we don't admit to it. But in the Toyota production system, in the lean environment, when we see a problem, we stop. There's something called an and-on cord, which means that everybody in the operation has the right to stop the process when they see a problem, and then it gets full attention, The root cause analysis is done, and everybody contributes to how to fix the idea. They share that, and then the process is therefore improved, and then it continues on. So it's this idea of, in Toyota, if the saying is, no problem is a problem, right? So think about that in a U.S. healthcare or U.S. operation environment where people often don't want to surface problems because they're afraid that that may make management unhappy or may expose them. But in the environment of continuous improvement, continuous learning, the way to learn most quickly is to recognize our problems and to share them, and then to ask for help in solving them.